Hello everybody and welcome back to Vintage Survival. So here we are in the orchard. It is the next morning and the grass has started to grow, which makes everything look so much better. Thank you to everybody who mentioned the tree at the top here. Yep, it was missed. I forgot to give it water. So that has now been watered, meaning every single tree can now grow fruit for us to sell over in the farm shop. So let me go and put this tanker down here, and then we need to start focusing on the new field which we purchased, and we are potentially going to be buying the cow farm today, which means we are really going to be expanding fast. That is a substantial amount of land. Okay, so here we go off to the store to pick up the mower. It's actually quite amazing, but we don't really have a proper mower on this Let's Play. But then again, I haven't really cut any large areas. The area which we've purchased isn't massive, but I think it justifies getting a 2 or 3 metre one for the tractor. This tractor's probably a bit too big actually, but not to worry, it doesn't really matter too much. So let's go into here, find the mowers, and yeah, the one which I've chosen is this one here. 3 metres working with. It's pretty old-fashioned looking, which I like. Very fitting for the series. And oh, yellow. That's more of a lemon yellow, unless it's just the lighting in here. Maybe it is. Yeah, I think red probably looks the best. That looks like an old Fendt. I quite like that. And yeah, we could buy it used. And we will be fixing it. We have to fix it. So I don't think this is the best tractor to use for this, so we're actually going to put it onto the Ursus. I could even put it on the yellow Massey Ferguson. But let's just get that repaired first of all. £29, that was worth it. And yeah, we'll head back to the farm. So I do also need to get the honey production going again. We still have the 2 beehives, but I don't think they look great where they are. I think we can probably make it look a bit better, and I especially don't like where the equipment is just down here. It's a bit in the way, so we need to create a special bee area, which we'll do after this if we have time. Well, after the jobs which I have lined up for today. Shall we use this or shall we use the Ursus? Let's take a look. Seems, now I look at it, maybe a bit too small. Don't know. Just put the potato lifter there, and we'll get that attached. Maybe it's okay actually. It's not going to take a huge amount of power because it is more of a slasher, which is what we need for the first cut anyway. There are quite a few weeds in the field. For number 9, we have 135 pretty much £1,000. And we actually have, by the look of it, a full pallet of eggs. So yes, we can afford to buy the cow farm today. I really look forward to it. It's a big area. And by the look of it, actually to access for number 9, you do really have to drive through the yard, so it makes sense buying it. Yes, this is definitely a good way of going. And it comes with the wheat field. I apologise, I was actually wrong there. We don't own for number 9, we own an unnumbered field. A bit confusing. Yes, I don't actually know the reason why I own that farm already, but we do. So it's kind of complicated. In fact, maybe we should just buy it and get this out of the way, because it's very confusing. So it includes all this land here. It would mean we have to go and sell the eggs first of all, which isn't a big problem. Let's just back that up. Yeah, false alarm. We'll come back to that in just 1 second. If I just grab the JCB, we'll get the egg box, we'll put it into the eggmobile, and we'll make a ton of money. So there should be narration today. Well, there definitely is, because if you're listening to me now, it means it's worked. Unlike yesterday, what a disaster. Yeah, something to do with Windows 10. Whenever it updates, it disables my microphone on OBS, and if I don't notice that it's updated and re-enable the microphone, it just records no sound. It does the game sound, but not the microphone. So I've got to be careful. I really hate it when that happens. It's not the first time it's happened. But yeah, it doesn't seem to do an announcement saying, we've just updated your computer. It just does it quietly. And then I come back to my computer and it's done. The microphone has been disabled. Whoop. Steady on there. Okay, let's just give that a bit of assistance. There we go. Put some straps over and we'll make some money. Yeah, the egg production is actually really working fast at the moment. We're getting a lot of eggs every day. It seems to be on average about a pallet a day. How do I shut that? Oh no, no. Nope, don't want to open the bonnet. Door, yes, there we go. Nice features, but not whilst we're moving. At least this time I didn't have to put an egg box on the roof. That was a really fantastic load that we had last time. 2.5 pallet loads. Let's see if we can hit £150,000. Wow, I think somebody heard me. We did. 150,217. Very good. Okay, so we now officially own that area. 142,255. There we go. So we have £7,962 left. That's depressing, but on the plus side, we now have the money in property. And we actually have a field ready to harvest. We'll park this back around here. Hopefully out the way. Yeah, we'll just drive this side of the tractor. Good. So now we can finally start mowing here. Okay, so the real mower is switched on, so it should be able to cut down the brush. Nice. And I just want to check the frame rate. 53 frames per second. Sometimes it just gets pulled down a bit, but that's actually not too bad. It's very good. And I've noticed as well, sometimes whenever I'm recording, it feels a bit laggy to me playing, but then when I watch the footage back in editing, it's not laggy at all. So that's a bit of a mystery. I really don't know why that would be, but that's good. Definitely the best way. It would be worse if it didn't lag for me playing, and then in the videos which I'm publishing it's all laggy. That'd be awful. Okay, oh, sorry neighbour. We're going a bit too far over there. Looks like the line is probably about here. Once I've got the boundary marked out, we can just very simply go up and down. Those weeds are not being cut. Nothing changed. Interesting. Yes, we're definitely on the border. This is the boundary. There we go. Going to meet up with where we started. So, if you think about it, that is quite a substantial area. Certainly going to be useful. One day we may well plough it, but certainly for the time being, it is going to be for hay. Yes, we need to get the hay cut for the horses. And yeah, I think it's a good mower. I like it. I think, yes, we're going to have to still cultivate it up and reseed it, because otherwise we can't fertilise it. It's always worth fertilising these fields. And I actually had a few people request precision farming on this series. I think it'd be good. I think it'd actually be better, because it means we don't have to keep fertilising as much. Let me know what you think. Should I enable precision farming? I'm not too sure what it would do to my fields, since we're already way into the series. I'm guessing every field would just automatically have no fertiliser and no lime. But it can be soon sorted out. Anyway, let's crack on. We're on to the final piece. Big bush in front of us. Yes, easy for this mower. Very easy. So yeah, we're going to do a bit of a roleplay here. I'm not just going to go straight in with the tedder. We'll give it time for the sun to dry it out on this side. Then we can turn it, and then we can row it. Of course, we're going to be avoiding any rain. Not that it's going to have a huge effect on it. Okay, so, this tractor needs diesel. Yes, so we can technically keep it at this farm. Well, we can keep it at this farm. We own it. Just wondering where the best place is to drop down. Because this field wasn't actually part of the farm. I bought it separately. So it's not really connected. I might have to do a bit of landscaping. Create a ramp. Yeah, unless there's a way of getting in from the other side, which there probably is. Oh look, that must be the silage pit. Simple yet effective. So I think we should probably do a proper tour of this farm, because I haven't really done much here. We have different triggers. What is this? Milk? Yeah, this is the cow shed. Yeah, we have been in here before. I showed that in the previous episode, but everything else I have pretty much ignored. Got to get the right door. So this must be our grain silo. Let's keep the grain in here. And we can fill it up, fill trailers up here, by the look of it. Slurry. Just there. What do we have in this shed? I think it's just storage. Yep. So we have a good storage shed, which I'll probably use now for the mower. What do we have here? I don't know. It's marked on the map. Hayloft. Okay. It's for hay. We also have this building here. Don't know if we can go in there. Nope. Just for decoration. Lettuce. Potatoes. Sugar beet sunflowers. And tomatoes. So we'll just keep that for decoration. And a well. We don't need the well, but it just looks good. Okay, so there you go. That is our tour of the farm. We do also own this piece of grassland here, and we own this building over here. But they're not going to be very useful because it's just, yeah, it's just for decoration, I think. It's derelict. But it adds a feature to the map. Actually, this piece of grass here we own as well. So we could actually just go around here and create some hay bales or something. Not the easiest place to work though. Most importantly, field number 9 is ours. That is the, I think it's either wheat or barley. Barley. So that is ready to harvest, and that should be done as soon as possible. Unless our oats are ready, in which case they take priority. No, they're not ready. Okay, so we'll get the combine here, and we will harvest the barley. Then we can start working the field, get it fertilised. But yeah, I need to know about the precision farming. If we're going to do precision farming, I need to add it next episode. Just realised this is an extremely wide mower. Much wider than a standard double door. Is it going to fit? It's going to be close. I don't think it is. Unless, of course, there's no collision. Yeah, there is a collision. Yep. Okay, so maybe that's not the best place to put it. Oh no. Got it stuck. We're free. Right, so we are going to be putting stuff here, but not this mower, because this mower is obviously wider than the average mower which doesn't fold up. At least I don't think it folds up. Let's just take this turning here. I'm pleased I made it. It's definitely worth it. Very handy. And the fruit crates here are probably almost ready to take over to the farm shop. Yes, they are. So that must be done as well. We'll do the harvest first, and then we can do that. It'd be good to have a bit of money coming in the background. Okay, yeah. So eventually we're going to have to put some more sheds in. There we go. Put this over here. Right, so the combine is in the wrong place. I shouldn't really be keeping it up here anyway. The header is in the farmyard, so we're going to attach to it. And yeah, it's going to be a pretty quick harvest. As usual, all the fields on this map are relatively small. Certainly on this side there are some big ones. If you take a look over at 54, it's massive. But I've never really been over there. I did do a flyover tour, but yeah, sort of neglected that side of the map. It's like a totally different map, really. I never go there. Our two headers. Right, let's see if we can squeeze in. Good. And yeah, it would be good to put a track in from over here. I think if we have a track cutting across the grass field into our yard over here, that'd be fantastic. Because otherwise it means going all the way around. In fact, that would be a very fast thing to do. Ooh, that's tight. Bit of tail swing. And we might be able to expand the field boundaries ever so slightly. I'll just park this here. We should just about have enough space to manoeuvre. Although, over near the silage pit, there does seem to be even more space. Ah yes, of course. I've had that issue before. Right, so the header has now detached from the header trailer. They do love each other. You might say they were made for each other. Literally. So, well, the trailer is certainly made for the header. Let's get this thing unfolded and we will begin. And yes, we'll do straw because we have the fantastic Heston baler. I wouldn't have thought it's going to be more than one tank load. That would be an extremely good yield. But it's looking good. Not bad for free. Because we could have bought it when there was no crop in the field. Well, technically we couldn't because we somehow already owned it. I must have bought it for some reason. probably a boundary issue. But yeah, in theory, if somebody else owned it, they could have harvested the crop. And I think I'm going to do a time-lapse in first-person view. Always satisfying. Looking good. 88% full. Much better than I was expecting. Because it can't have been fertilised, I don't think. Pretty sure it wouldn't be. Because it is a starting... Yep, starting field. It's nothing. We've never put work into it, so it's just as it comes. There we go. Brilliant. 90%. So yeah, it was still less than a tank load, but it was almost a tank load. And I'm just wondering if we've actually started off with any grain in our silo sort of thing. Let's take a look. We have. Look at that. But is that the silo over there? I'm guessing it is. Right, okay, so we have an issue. We need the trailer, but it's full of manure. So I think we're going to have a designated area to tip the manure, also known as tree food, whilst we wait for it to be consumed. Actually, since not much is going to be going in and out of the orchard, it could just be tipped in the orchard. Oh, and yes, a few people raised a question and a concern about the trees being close together, different trees. If you watched my episode about 3 weeks ago, I was moving fruit, and if you take as an example, a pear box up against an apple box, it will convert the pears into apples. The same with every crop type. Now, yes, it might happen, but it doesn't really matter, since they're all products that can be sold. So it doesn't matter too much. I'm not really too concerned. And if you take it back up to the tree again, it'll convert it back. So I think we'll be okay. So we'll just have to pretend that this trailer is now clean. And I think it's going to be a wise idea to put the track in now. I would say straight across there, connecting up the chicken area. That'd be good. I don't think we need to do any levelling. Lovely. Yes, and maybe just this area here should be gravel. Just to make it look a bit neater. There we go. We have a new track. Yes, they are supposed to be spawning sort of off to the side. They should be okay. I don't think the egg boxes will get in the way. This is brilliant. So yeah, what we'll do is go and sell the fruit, and we'll also go and sell the barley, or we could give it to the chickens. By the look of it, the chickens are going to take all of this. They have consumed a fair amount of food, but that's good. They have consumed the food and converted it into eggs. Okay, can we do a lab? Actually, this is this is right into the chicken area. We should put another track in here. Which also means that I must... Hang on, do I own that field? It's all getting very confusing. I don't think I do. No, I don't. That's field number 4. So we can't put a track in. We're crossing somebody else's land. And yes, let's just give that a quick sweep. It's a good mod. It's the broom mod. You can get 2 versions. One deletes the spilt food, or whatever it is you're cleaning up, and the other one will actually put it back into the trough, which is what this one does. So nothing is wasted. They took it all. Hungry things. But that has pretty much filled their food trough, and the cleanliness is going to shoot back to 100%, so it's all good. So we'll just put the trailer over here. We need the flatbed trailer from over there. So no money made from the grain, only indirectly. But I think that's better anyway. The eggs are worth so much money. And I do need to decide what to do with the straw. I think it's probably going to be used on the cows, which we don't actually have yet. But we will do one day, when we have money again. Okay, so, where are my crates? Did I not bring them back? Obviously not. I have to keep away from the trees, otherwise it's going to convert my fruit boxes. So there we have the plums. Seems I am lacking a few crates. There are the pears, the apples, and finally the apples again. Yes, definitely lacking a few things here. So I need to bring back some empty boxes. I must have left them there, surely. Try not to get these mixed up. Very close here. Ooh. Oh no! They've gone red. That's not good. Right, bear with me. I'll convert them back. I think in the end the orchard might actually be easier, because we don't have to drive past a great big long line of different trees. They're just all together, so you can swerve around them. But there we go. We have our plums and our pears back. Just lacking the cherries. They'll be there, ready to harvest. It would appear the trees do store the ripened fruit. There's one of my boxes. But yeah, we do seem to be lacking one, so we'll get that picked up at the shop. Let's hope all these are taken. That's one. There's another. Whoops. What do we have here? Apples. Lively apples. And finally, more apples. There we go. They've all been accepted. They will now all be on display. As you can see. Looking delicious. And they seem to sell out pretty quickly. So anyway, let's just take a look at the farm shop page. Plenty of space. Ooh, pears are filling up. So it's just the cherries. Need to get the cherries sorted out. Do seem to be lacking the cherries, but if I put the empty box under the cherry tree, it might fill it straight away. Since it has been forgotten, yet it does have manure and it has water. we go. So yeah, let's just... How many trees did I have? I'm sure I had only 6 before. Maybe there are 7. Well, it doesn't hurt having an extra box. In fact, we're going to need more boxes because we're going to be producing them faster than we can sell them. We could get another farm shop and obviously put it somewhere else on the map. That is a possibility. Okay, just throw that on top. Actually, yeah, I don't think they do stack. Do they stack? Maybe they do. Kind of. So very quickly, let's get these boxes put back under the trees. I still seem to be a box short. Maybe I've put one of those under a standard tree. But this is filling up very quickly, as you can see. So what I'll do is I'll go and take these over to the farm shop, so we have cherries for sale, and I'll bring back another box. Nice. Not quite. It's 92%. 92.87. That's good enough for me. Okay. I'll see you back over at the farm shop. A sneaky trick would be just to take a fruit that you're inundated with and put it next to another tree which are not. So say we had loads of apples and hardly any cherries, take a full apple box and put it onto the cherry tree and you'll get a load of cherries. Definitely called cheating, but yeah, if you really wanted to, you could do it. There we go. Yeah, I never actually noticed the cherries on display. I'm sure they don't show up. I think they should show up here somewhere, but they don't seem to... Oh, there they are. I'm just not very observant. So yeah, we've got apples, cherries, pears, and plums. So yeah, what are those 2 boxes then? Because the honey appears over on the shelves. Interesting. Honey, apples, cherries, pears, plums. Don't know. Must just be extras. Always handy to have extras. I just checked and we have 54 real hours put onto this save game. Which makes sense. Just over an hour per episode. Right, so finally, this tree here can have a crate which will probably fill it instantly. Yep, it's got 92% in it. And this one here, which is empty. The cherries. So how full are the boxes over in the orchard? Because that is from just yesterday evening. I wouldn't really expect it to be anything yet. Things take time. But it looks so nice. Look at that orchard. I think it looks really good. Oh, we do have some cherries. 20%, almost 20% full. This is good. Yes, I'm pleased that I put it into this field. I think it's the best place for it. So next time we're going to start off by tedding the grass field. We'll then go and bale field number 9. And then we'll go and windrow the grass field. And we'll bale that as well. So lots of baling to do. But that's good. I love the Heston baler. It's going to be interesting. And then from there we need to probably harvest the oats. Yeah, the oats will be ready. And that also means that if the oats are harvested and the hay is ready, we can transfer the horse over to the new enclosure. And we can also buy a new horse. The name has been chosen. Jacob. Jacob will be coming to the farm. But that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Until next time, see you again soon. Bye for now.